The 7-Year Itch is a 1955 romantic comedy starring Marilyn Monroe and Tom Ewell. You know that famous image of Marilyn Monroe where she's standing over the subway grate and her dress blows up? This is where that comes from. It originated as a play that was then adapted into a movie. In all honesty, I've never actually seen or read the play, and for all I know, it's actually better. In fact, most people say it's better, including the people who made the movie. But I like the idea of the film better, which I will explain. The movie is about a man who has to stay at home and work while his wife and kid go on vacation. While left alone, he meets a gorgeous young actress and very quickly becomes infatuated with her. It's actually a pretty charming and funny movie overall. You should probably watch it. Just keep in mind, it was made in the 50s, so some of the sensibilities are a bit outdated. Also, Marilyn Monroe. Anyway, the main source of plot and comedy in the film is the struggle of the main character Richard to resist the temptation of this young woman and remain faithful to his wife. In the play version of the story, he actually has a brief affair with the girl. She's unnamed in the movie. It's the 50s, but due to standards of decency in the 50s, movie studios at the time would not allow adultery to be displayed on screen. So in the film version, the relationship between Richard and the girl is kept mostly platonic, but very flirtatious. But the reason that I like this version better is because I feel like it tells a damn near spot on tale of what it's like to be infatuated with someone who clearly likes you and maybe even loves you, but doesn't like you like that. The girl clearly likes Richard and enjoys being around him, but Richard misinterprets her kindness and affection as romantic interest, which causes a roller coaster of emotions for him as he decides whether to pursue the girl or to remain faithful. The girl is made comfortable by Richard's kindness and decency, and she always seems to pop up when Richard is most vulnerable, but Richard sees this as temptation, and at one point he even considers the fact that she might be trying to blackmail him. I think I mostly like it because it kind of hits close to home. It reminds me of the many times I've become close friends with pretty girls and then quickly become infatuated with them. I took any act of kindness or desire to be around me as a chance, and when it turned out that those feelings were not reciprocated in the same way, it just led to more emotional strain. It led to that ridiculous nice guys finish last mentality, or that girls only want to date assholes mentality. At the end of the movie, the girl teaches Richard that that mentality is in fact a lie, and that the reason she likes him is the same reason his wife married him, because he's sweet and caring.
Let's face it, no pretty girl in her right mind wants me. She wants Gregory Peck.
Is that so?
Well, isn't it?
How do you know what a pretty girl wants?
Well, I don't really know, but I imagine a pretty...
You and your imagination. You think every girl's a dope.
So I guess Richard figured out his lesson much quicker than I did. Apparently the play is much more of a story about a romance between Richard and the girl, and there's more depth to their characters and to the nature of their relationship. That might be interesting in a completely different way, and it's definitely the stories the writers wanted to tell but weren't allowed to because of the censorship. But I got something specifically different from it, which often happens with art. But that's just me though. What should the next video be about? Drop a comment. I want to give a shout out to all of the new subscribers. How you doing? If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and subscribe if you like my hair. Hi guys, thanks once again for watching my video. I want to make a very quick announcement. I'm launching a new personal website / blog that will serve as a home base for all things The One Janitor. I'm sort of spread out all over the internet. I have multiple YouTube channels, multiple social media accounts, and lots of other projects that I want to be working on. So I wanted to give you guys a way to always know what I've been up to. The website is currently live. There should be a link on the screen and also in the description. I am also happy to announce that I am starting an email newsletter. Much like the website, the newsletter's main purpose will just to keep you updated about my recent projects. The very first The One Janitor newsletter should arrive around in the middle of this month, and from then on you can expect the newsletter about every month, and it'll just recap the things that I've been up to in the previous month. So if you're a person who uses email and checks email frequently and that's something you're interested in, check out the link in the description. And as always, if you want to support me or my work, consider signing up for Patreon. That link will also be on the screen and in the description. And thanks once again for watching.